Welcome back. We are here in a new version with new banners and everything. Before we get into all of that, I'm here at the statue because I figured I'd offer up my Electroculuses that I've gotten since last time. Yeah, I figured. Enough to get at least one level. There were a lot of them on Tsurumi Island. There's probably still a lot of them that I haven't gotten yet. Oh, right. Oh, we got the Traveler's next constellation. Now. Alright, we have a Radiant Harvest event. Wondrous creatures that should have only existed in the laboratory have suddenly appeared all over Fontaine's waters. At the same time, you encounter a very anxious merchant near Maritime Harbor. That sounds like it's probably worth doing. Get some Prima Gems and this nice little furnish. Now this... Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking this was going to be the big event. The crown event. But no. Well, don't mind if I do. Nouvellette. Noviette. He looks very interesting. If I didn't suspect already that the, in fact, actually, no. Pretty sure it's been implied by the some of the people we talked to in Fontaine. But if I didn't think the crown girl from the artwork of the previous version was the Archon, he has a very Archon look. He's at least a noble, right? We actually read about him, I think. His character bio. Hootao. Fishhole. This is a... Oh, we could get our final Xingqiu. That'd be fantastic. I think we've already maxed out both of you, though. Definitely Fischl. You're either C5 or C6, Diona. So we'll probably wish on his banner. At least to get Xingqiu. Though maybe to get him as well, we'll see. New Archon quest. Yeah, her. That's who I was thinking is the Archon. Love the crown hat she has. This sort of diva celebrity Archon. Well, let's go ahead and get his trial done. Character description. Nouvellette. His charged attack releases a surging torrent after fully storing energy. Okay. I'm getting very main DPS vibes from him already. Dealing continuous AoE hydro damage to all opponents in a direct line in front of him. Nice. He can move freely and adjust the direction he is targeting during this time. Also nice. His elemental skill and elemental burst creates source water droplets when storing energy for his charged attack. He can absorb source water droplets within a certain distance, restoring his own HP while reducing the time required to fully charge his torrent. Oh. So, a main DPS that does his own healing. In addition, his elemental skill deals Noima, aligned hydro damage, right?
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water profile has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
So he's a water connoisseur. Fair enough. Hey. Oh, that's cool. but it doesn't keep firing. At least not like that. Oh, we have to fully charge it, yeah. Oh, it uses up his HP. Interesting. He has his staff. I love it. Yeah, he has that aristocratic vibe to him. Yeah, the Chief Justice of Fontaine, that's right, yeah. Known as the Eudex. Renowned for his unassailable impartiality. Except when it comes to water, apparently. Though he did have, unless I missed one, good things to say about all of them. Those piercing eyes very much remind me of Zhongli. Oh? Constellation, question marks, and... question marks? Have they done that for all the Fontanians? Is that until the, Archon is revealed officially? Maybe. I guess it's a spoiler in some way for some reason. Tome of Eternal Flow. Nice tome. Oh, and, yeah, pretty good HP. Alright. Normal attack. As water seeks equilibrium. With light flourishes, he commands the tides to unleash a maximum of 3 attacks. Charged attack, empowerment, legal evaluation. Oh, you know, you would get along so well. Certain Yanfei. While charging up, he will gather the power of water, forming it into a seal of arbitration. There's got to be something in his arsenal that reduces the charge time for that. It already has the penalty of using up his HP. This state, Noivelet, can move and change facing. It will also absorb any source water droplets. Oh, right. A certain AoE. Every droplet he absorbs will increase the formation speed of the seal. There we go. It will heal him. When the charging is stopped, if the symbol is yet to be formed, then a charged attack will be unleashed. If it has been formed, then a charged attack Equitable Judgment will be unleashed. And the charged attack is just a standard charged attack, using up stamina. Whereas Equitable Judgment, well, unleashes that giant blast. Will not consume any stamina and lasts 3 seconds. If his HP is above 50%, he will continuously lose HP. Very good, very good. Pretty high stamina cost, actually. I'm not sure how that compares to some of the other catalysts. And so, Equitable Judgment is HP scaled. Okay. Hopefully his other skills and ultimate are HP scaled too, then. HP restored, 16% per droplet. Loss 8% per 0.5 seconds. So, that'll actually take you pretty much down to 50, like 52%. If you use it at 100%. Otherwise, it'll get you down to 50%. Fair enough. His plunge damage seems pretty low, actually. Oh, wait, no. Low plunge, high plunge, right? Fair enough. Oh, tears I shall repay. Summons a raging waterfall that will deal AoE hydro damage, always lovely, to opponents in front of Noivelet, based on his max HP. That's what I like to hear. After hitting an opponent, this skill will generate 3 source water droplets near that opponent. Excellent. And of course, Noima. The law can restrict all manner of crimes, but cannot extirpate evil itself. True. 20% max HP, nice. I think. Yeah. Since his max is like 29,000, let's call it a cool 30. Then yeah. It's a good, what, 5,000? No, 6,000? 5 to 6,000. Not bad. And Spirit Breath Thorn, that had to do with the Noima. Yeah, Arc Noima. At certain intervals, when the Raging Waterfall descends, Spirit Breath Thorn will descend that will pierce opponents. Right. Droplets last 15 seconds. Wonderful. 12-second cooldown, also nice. Not too long. Get 3 of them too. Which actually... Yeah, he can heal with his skill. He heals every bit of damage that his charged attack does. Very good. Now, so that's not really a replacement, though, for... another healer. At least if you're using his charged attack like he should. I suppose if you were getting really hurt, you could always forego charging fully. O Tides, I have returned. Unleashes waves that will deal AoE hydro damage based on his max HP, yes. After a short interval, 2 waterfalls will descend and deal hydro damage in somewhat smaller AoE. It will generate 6 source water droplets within an area in front. Ooh, okay, I take it back. He is his own healer. The law is only established after its publication, and above that, the laws of nature have governed all species and eras since ancient times. Well, since the dawn of time. 35% is max HP, very nice. And then waterfall damage, about half that, a little less than half that. Middling, well, upper echelon of energy costs. Not very low. I think I've seen 40s before, but I would consider 60 low. Call it middling. Heir to the Ancient Sea's authority. When a party member triggers a Vaporize, Frozen, Electrocharge, Bloom, Hydro reaction on opponents, 1 stack of past Draconic Glories will be granted to Noivelet for 30 seconds. Huh. I did say his piercing stare reminded me of Zhongli. Coincidence, maybe. Max of 3 stacks. Past Draconic Glories causes charge attacks Equitable Judgment to deal 110, 25, 160% of its original damage. Nice. Now, the stacks of past Draconic Glories created by each kind of elemental reaction exist independently. So, it's actually less good, I think. I mean, it means you have to do the same reaction type, which, to be fair, a well-designed party probably is only going for 1 reaction type anyways. Still. Excellent, though. Discipline of the Supreme Arbitration. For each 1% of Noivelet's current HP greater than 30% max, he will gain 0.6% hydro damage bonus. Nice. Maximum bonus of 30% can be obtained this way. Seriously. Very nice. You know, with the whole... I've just been thinking more. I'm kind of curious if this is a case of the real ruler, maintaining their identity as a secret, having someone else sort of take the spotlight for them. Because, I mean, as the Chief Justice, he would still have extraordinary power. And there was the whole thing about those guys were saying about the Archon and being able to judge others. I don't know. Ray Chase. He's had some pretty good roles before, I think. Yeah. Nice. I like his voice. Where were we? Ah, yes. Gather like the tide. Increases underwater sprint speed for your own party members by 15%. Not stackable with passive talents that provide the exact same effects. Nice. All right, though. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I have the sneaking suspicion that he might be the secret Archon. I don't know. I feel like I should wish for him just in case. I guess we'll see how much I like his playstyle, though.
Bow your head.
Yeah, I love it. Oh yeah, and he can move. Fantastic.
Be sanctified.
So yeah, those definitely decrease the time it takes there quite a bit. That is so powerful, it feels like.
Let the mighty be humbled.
And when you use the ultimate, I mean, you can practically spam this. He is actually really good.
Silence.
Nice. Do you even need another character besides him? I mean, come on. Granted, to be fair, the energy gain is increased for these. So that can be a little misleading. He's not going to charge up his ultimate that frequently. Love the sort of wing cape things there, too. Well, that makes it easy to choose, though. He is a fantastic Hydro DPS. Oh, it's daytime. Yeah, new areas. Oh, new system. Added to daily commissions, adventure encounters. Huh. Interesting. And then, yeah, Rio Thessaly. He's the one who I was thinking is probably the Harbinger. But I could go back to that trailer and check. Venti. I feel like I'm gonna want her regardless of whether she's the Archon or not. All right, let's go ahead and wish for him now. Not sure how far I am along. Not far at all. 2. Since getting Lenny. I'd have to get incredibly lucky in order to get him already. And chances are I won't get him. Oh, hi, official. That's another wish, I suppose. String, no, sacrificial bow. Come on, just one sing chill, please. That's all I ask. No, not yet. How about now? No, official. I mean, I love you, official, but I already got you. Maxed out. You and Oz both. Alright, well, neither Xingqiu nor Neuvelet yet. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and get these standard banners. Which is taken care of. And nothing. Very well. Alright.
I only wish...
Ah. Complete quests, collect specific objects, open chests, or obtain event-related rewards to obtain encounter points. These allow you to obtain commission rewards in place of completing daily commissions. Oh. Nice. Each day you can use encounter points to replace commission quests to obtain commission rewards 4 times. Regardless of how you obtain them, you will not be able to obtain more than 4 commission rewards per day. Right. Still, it's nice to have the option of something else. They're only valid, the encounter points are only valid on the day they are obtained, though. Fair enough.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Apparently we maxed out her friendship. Nice.
How greedy of me.
Very nice. Well, we should listen to her voice line soon, then. You're almost there. Almost maxed out. Alright. And there's one more big bookkeeping thing. In fact, calling that is a bit insulting to her. You ready, Shogun? Actually, hold on. There we are. The first
initial
one.
Stage of my journey, or Shoden, involves learning the 9-way sword slash and the foundations of the art of the polearm. There is no great variation from other traditions at this point. Or rather, it is the other traditions that do not differ from mine.
Everyone else based their fighting styles on you? Interesting. Alright. Now, we can do this.
At the intermediate stage of my journey, or Chuden, the art of the sword focuses on the study of various stances and transitions. The art of the polearm slashes and backslashes.
Not stabs? Fair enough. Ascension 4. Enlightened 1. Nice.
The final stage of my journey, or Kaiden, is the study of the most profound techniques. Unavoidably, these draw heavily on elemental power, rendering them beyond the capabilities of most mortals.
Right.
Most practitioners of other traditions are unable to ever reach this level.
I mean, not exactly surprising. You are a literal god. So, I wouldn't expect people to be able to replicate your powers. And finally, final ascension.
The profoundest of the profound is the Muso no Hitotachi,
Damn
a
straight.
sword art without parallel in all the world. With you as my sparring partner, I can perfect that technique even further.
How about we put a pin in that and come back to it when I am, I don't know, indestructible. Then you can practice on me. Thank you very much. Not a second before. Should I level you up some more? At least 85, like the others. All right. And then your talents. What do they say your priority is? Ah. Of course, her burst is the highest priority. Yeah, not surprising. The Muso Shinsetsu. probably don't have enough handguards to get all of these all the way up, but... yeah, I'm short. We'll have to correct that over time. I can at least convert my 1-star's handguards into 2 stars, though, for her. Get these up to at least level 5 or 6. Already been giving her artifacts. These are far from optimal right now, but I don't even have an Emblem of Severed Fate feather for her yet. But we'll get there. Also don't have the catch for her yet. I could give her the Primordial Jade Wing Spare in the meantime. Or perhaps the prototype Star Glitter with its energy recharge might be better. Yeah, I'll give her the prototype Star Glitter for the moment. Till we get our catch. Excellent. Alright, let's head on over to the city. After we check in with the tree. Yeah, we got a bunch of new sigils. All the way to 24. Nice. Oh, we're up to level 8. Fantastic. Wonderful. Coordinated Attack Tempest. Every character in the party whose elemental type is Electro will increase the damage dealt by Electrogranum coordinated attacks by 20%. I see. Ooh, and that gave it more duration. Very nice. For the duration was 20 seconds, so an extra 5 seconds. In the end, it'll only be up to 30 seconds, but... and we need another 4 levels before we're able to pass through all barriers. Fair enough. Might as well get that. Alright. Now, let's head off to the city. Don't mind me, I just need to use your little alchemy bench. There we go. Might as well get you leveled up. Good. And then... let's see. 1 for you. Muso no Hitotachi. Oh, she does use the Muso no Hitotachi with her Muso Shinsetsu. Very cool. Yeah, isn't it? I always forget if that's the name of the sword or the move she uses. I think it's the attack. Alright. Well, we'll need to wait for more handguards. Fair enough. So, Sumida or someone else is currently tied up in Omni Ubiquity Net. I guess let's go figure this one out. Oh, the blacksmith. Or no, wait, never mind. Blacksmith is over, still over there a little bit. Sango. Ugh, that Wakamurasaki. I shouldn't have let her know about Kageruo Maru. What's the matter? Oh, hello there, traveler. Do you still remember the Ubiquity Net by any chance? I'll be honest, not really. After we settled the previous incident, I explained all that happened to a friend of mine. I mean, I would probably remember it not by name, but by description, but... Her name is Wakamurasaki. She's... well, she calls herself a designer. A designer of what? She was quite inspired by the manner in which you use the net. So she's been badgering me this whole time to help her look up new techniques with which she can continue modifying the Ubiquity Net. I couldn't deal with all that negging, so I did find her something new in that ancient collection of mine. Man, I do remember talking to you about something. About the kitties. If the fancy takes you, traveler, go to her place. If I don't miss my guess, she's probably finished her modifications by now. Okay. Sure.
Welcome to Bantan Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Nothing, but I would love to meet Hazel one of these days. Was Sango the one that we needed for... No. Sango was not. Ah, there you are. Wakamurasaki? Well, that should certainly do it. Nice hat. Hello there, are you Wakamurasaki? That's me. What do you need? Well, I'm here about the Ubiquity Net. Oh, are you? Oh, I remember now. You must be that traveler. Sango told me about you. The way in which you operated that net was truly impressive. Inspiring, in fact. I'm truly sorry, I really don't remember this net. I've heard that you're modifying it. Aye, that's right. Sango dug up an all-new Onmyo technique for me and all. Did she now? I used that technique to modify this net once again, and I named this new model the Omni Ubiquity Net. According to Sango, this technique is able to detain the essence of living creatures before using certain objects as media to recreate the shape of that living being. Come again now. She even says that the utmost achievement of such an Onmyo-do technique is to recreate a human essence. I'm not sure what exactly you're saying, but it sounds dangerous. Such essences can answer questions and will never lie. I must say that such a technique would be of unbelievable help to a detective like Sango. If it actually works, yeah. I suppose so. You know what? I actually think that's why she told me about that technique and allowed me to make changes to the net. But don't go around telling anyone that. I'm only telling you this because you and Sango are friends, right? I mean, is it really that amazing? Not yet. No matter how I modify it, this net can only be used to recreate the essences of small creatures. It has no effect on humans whatsoever. You know what, traveler? Take this net with you. Who knows? Seeing you in action might give me some inspiration again. Here, take it with you. And remember, it's the Omni Ubiquity Net now, not just the Ubiquity Net. Go on then. Go catch a few little animals to test it out. Sure. Oh, Sango is the one who's busy. Oh, this thing. Wait, was that an even... Did we use that in Inazuma? I thought it was like a Mondstadt. Like, in fact, it was during an event in Mondstadt, I think. Oh, animals so recreated may be placed inside your Serenity pot. Nice. Unfortunately, Wakamurasaki's modifications to the Omni Ubiquity Net still have some room for improvement. There are some little critters who cannot be recreated using the net. Animals that can be captured using the net will be marked out with a net symbol in the archive. Okay.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Here we are. All right, let's, I guess, capture something. There's one. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Gotcha. Zoo Tycoon. Got a little kitsune. Aw. What else we got to capture? Let's get more foxes. Oh, whoops. Oh, the ubiquitous net's gone. My ubiquity net. Welcome, Murasaki. We got a little octopus. Welcome, Murasaki. My net is gone. Oh, Sango has moved over to this one now. I see. Well, fair enough. It was one I wanted to do anyways.
I only wish life could...
Here we are. Guess it makes sense that she would hire Sango. Really now, ask me to walk all this way. This wasn't about a once-in-a-century find. Eh? We've only walked a few steps away from Bonton Sango's storefront, haven't we? Yeah, it's not that far. It's more than a few steps, but... It's not a storefront. I mean, sure it is, with the product being your services. Eh? Bonton Sango is my house of wisdom. The world comes to Bonton Sango, not the other way around. I kinda like her. There it is, number 7 of the lines that President Sango wishes she could say someday. I love her even more now. But since cases tend to come to her, she's never had a chance to say it. Hey, you don't have to say so much, Ryuji. Cough, cough. Anyway, regarding Surumi Island. Ah, you're here. Let me introduce you. This is the renowned Alice. You can, skip the renowned bit. And Paimon's Paimon. Yes, Paimon is Paimon. Ah, so this is the legendary Alice. And I'm legendary too? Well, your deeds have far surpassed the domain of your average adventurer. Fair. Very fair. Yeah, let's not try to downplay it, Alice. Most adventurers don't mingle with gods and, well, stand up against gods, for that matter. Or stop. Well, no, I was gonna say stop gods. The Hydra. Though we also had help from Shenhe. Well, you have far surpassed the domain of your average adventurer, that's for sure. Indeed, your adventures are what all the adventurers' dreams are made of. Right, let's get to the point. The reason I've asked everyone together here is to exchange information about Surumi Island. My latest work is to unravel the secrets of the island, is to find the answer as to why the miHoYo would disappear. Seems that we could count on you after all, Miss Alice. Thank you, Ryuji. Agreed. You certainly do have good judgment, being able to prevent Miss Sumida from going off topic like that. Oh, poor Miss Sumida. Paimon feels a bit sorry for Miss Sumida. Paimon, weren't you the one complaining about her earlier? I'm sorry. It's okay, Miss Sumida. Well, to get back to the point, out of all the people affected by incidents related to miHoYo that have been found going missing, I was only able to find the detectives from Bonton Sango and Mr. Roald. How many were there? Yes, we are aware of the request. alongside the unrelated plot lines of several different light novels, as well as the narrative you are currently working on. Oh, and you can just say, I have to go now. Interrupt her and leave. It is also true that we were unable to successfully retrieve the miHoYo. Well, I'll solve the mystery for you. Ryuji must have misplaced it. Poor Ryuji. No, not at all. I did lose my way many times after arriving on Tsurumi Island, but I did eventually find a miHoYo in an open area on the island. Must be speaking of the ceremonial site. As for the details, I no longer remember them well. Standard just time playing with your memories, or should we expect our memories to start being tampered with soon as well? Every time I try to do so, it's as if there's a fog in my head that prevents me from remembering the details of what occurred on Tsurumi Island. Yeah, mystical it is. Could it be that the fog that shrouds the island found its way into Ryuji's head after he breathed too much of it in? I doubt it. Like, the first part, kinda? Second part, I doubt. Facepalm. Well, here's what I experienced. At the time, I was trapped on Rito with no way to cross the checkpoints. Right. This was when Miss Subida contacted me and commissioned me to help her go to Tsurumi Island to gather reference material and look for a miHoYo. Right. I had my doubts when I boarded Kama's boat, but as it turned out, he was actually able to avoid detection and bring me safely to the island after all. So you don't have a permit, Mr. Roald? Apparently not. Shh! Come on now. These less than legal dealings need to be spoken of. Need not be spoken of so loudly. Seriously, Paimon, don't blow his cover like that. Kama's really something, huh? As long as it's asked of him, Kama will get it done. But if you don't ask him, he won't do anything. Like Ryuji, I fear that I can't remember much about what occurred. I took Kama's advice and walked through a large gateway into the fog, and I met a friendly child. There was some sort of ceremony as well. What, you got to see the ceremony? Man, we missed it. I was so disappointed. Paimon was more disappointed. A kid, you say? Was his name Rue? Rue. I don't quite remember. We didn't make the trip in a hurry, after all. Why, I even left my diary behind in Rito. Or did you now? The records clearly state that what civilization once existed on Tsurumi Island has been utterly destroyed. And yet there was still a child there. Yeah, that's what was so weird and mysterious. Like a ghost of the civilization or something like that. Either that or we're being transported through time. Or the records are wrong. I don't see what other explanation there is. Could have sworn that after a few other Sorry, Roald. I could have sworn that after a few other hurdles, I did finally get my hands on a miHoYo. Could have sworn. Well, it does seem that Roald reported back to Sumida convinced that he had bought the item in question. Well, the truth was that he didn't have it. Could have sworn doesn't seem to be the operative phrase here. I'm very sorry. That's why I write diaries, you know, to compensate for my untrustworthy memory. So your memory is, it's not just the fog for you. Well, I say that, but I do often lose those very diaries as well. So there you go. Huh. You know what? We've discovered quite a lot of journals and diaries out in the wild. Does that mean that there's a ton of people with poor memories out there in the world? I mean, everybody, really. Not every, you can only hold so much in your head. Given enough time, you will forget things. Especially if, they aren't filed into your long-term memory. To be honest with you, what concerns me the most about these incidents isn't the missing Mashiro, but the fact that you met the locals on Tsurumi Island at all. Seriously. So you didn't actually go yourself, did you, Sango? Sent your Watson there. According to the tales of distant seas, there can be no doubt that Tsurumi Island was utterly destroyed several millennia ago. Maybe you could send me with a certain detective to help us investigate. The monstrous bird of thunder was slain by the Electro Archon upon Amakumo Peak in Seirei Island. Right. So the bird is supposed to be dead. That was why the Asase Shrine was built, to suppress the leftover power of that giant bird. Right, yeah. I think they did mention that on Seirei Island. Seirei. Wait, is this the Thunderbird we've heard about in the past? Yes, Paimon. President Sango, this doesn't have anything to do with the case. We'll give her a moment. No, it does. Although I've never gone to Seirei myself, the fallout from the Thunderbird's death resulted in the strange phenomena that can be found on Amakumo Peak. When you add this together with the existence of feline disorders, which have since become common knowledge as well, only one conclusion remains, and thus it must be true, that the strange occurrences that you experienced must be related to Tsurumi Island itself. You might be making a leap of logic there, but I do suspect you're correct. Huh. Now, this is all very fascinating. But it won't be of any help. At least it's interesting, right? Yes, it is very interesting, Paimon. And I love your little happy smile. You really do know a lot, Sango. Of course. I am Sango of Bantan Sango Detective Agency, after all. If you wish to take on matters of all sorts, then you must have knowledge of all sorts. True. I do also feel that this gathering hasn't resulted in any meaningful conclusions, though. Other than Mr. Rowald and Bantan Sango, all the others I contacted believe that Tsurumi Island has some unique leyline disorder, or that it might even be haunted. I'm leaning towards haunted. None of them were willing to involve themselves any further. I don't know, it's not a simple haunting, though. We've seen simple hauntings in Liyue. Maybe I should call Hu Tao, actually. She could get to the bottom of that vanishing-y ghosts. When there's something strange in your neighborhood or on your island, who do you call? Hu Tao, that's who. Perhaps I should take the commission back. Oh, but maybe the writer's life is not my destiny after all. I mean, you could just change your story. Pick a different one. Just not base it around the Mashiro. No, that won't do. After hearing you say so much about the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog, Miss Sumida, I was now very, very curious to know what happens next. That's true. Other people don't know what they're missing, but we've already been hooked. As a detective, I do not believe in such things as destiny. Everything happens for a reason, and all occurrences follow their own unique logic. Destiny doesn't come into it at all. I feel like saying everything happens for a reason and saying destiny doesn't come into it at all are kind of contradictory. As long as we can find out what happened, then we can... Actually, you know what? What are we doing this again for? Or what are we doing this for again? To find the Mashiro. That's right. If she cancels the commission now, we'd have run around the whole place for nothing. That's the most important bit, huh? I'm also very concerned about what's happening on Tsurumi Island. Seriously, this mystery is too interesting not to be solved. Well, just leave it all to us, Miss Sumida. Well, I could use a detective with me, though. I'd also take Miss Sango. She's fun. You're right. It's early days yet to be giving up. Even the great Takizawa Kyoden muddled through life for 33 years before he read the... Uh-oh. Run, everybody. Miss Sumida, you're welcome to share your writing anecdotes next time you commission us. But for now, we shall take our leave. See, there you go. Was that so difficult? Yep, I'm tired. Bantan Sango's courtyard is still the best. And as an adventurer, I feel obligated to challenge the fog over Tsurumi Island once more. Well then, let us meet again in the island's depths. Alice, Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyssosk, Roald. Looks like I need to improve my social skills on top of my writing ones, huh? Yes, you do. But it's okay. We'll practice on those kids, maybe. Ah, cheer up. Don't worry about the whole Mashiro thing. They'll get it done. I suspect we will. Well. Off to the island, though perhaps we should, hand in this Omni-Ubiquity Net quest. How did it go? Well, it was a one and done. I suppose that was inevitable. I mean, maybe, but I prefer a reusable net. Like I said before, this technique can detain the essence of a small animal, but if you want to retain that essence and recreate that animal, you will need a separate medium. I integrated those techniques into the net, such that it is also the essence retention device in the recreation medium. That sounds complicated. Well, basically, each net can only be used once. I would prefer reusability. This is an issue that I haven't been able to solve yet either. If the medium can't stand a repeated use, the cost of this device will just be way too high. I'll continue doing research into this net and try to fix the problem as soon as possible. If you still need Omni-Ubiquity nets, you can come find me. Thank you. And, even though these nets can catch small animals, they're a bit of a fuss to put together. So next time you want one of these nets, you'll have to pay me a nominal fee. Relax, you're Sango's friend. I won't charge you too much. You'll get a good rate, I promise. Thank you. I really do love the music in this game. I don't need any more Omni-Ubiquity nets, but I want to see how much they cost. 10,000. It's not too bad. I was actually only one fish away from the catch, so I'm going to go ahead and get that now. This awesome electrified water area. Here we are, the catch. Excellent. I guess we don't need the prototype star glitter after all. Can even get one of the refinements already. Prototype star glitter, meet the catch. Let's see, increases elemental burst damage by 16% and elemental burst crit rate by 6%. Nice. Can't wait to get that to refinement 5. Okay, it needs these weird mask things. Fair enough. Not sure how many of those I have currently. I'd probably have to farm for them. Oh, it uses the Chaos Axis. Cool. This is the island where those machines were introduced. Alright, and level 60 is as far as we go for now. It's a cool looking weapon, actually. Sango, I helped you with the Omni Ubiquity Net thing. Did you find Wakamurasaki? Yeah, so here's the deal with those Omni Ubiquity Nets. Omni Ubiquity Net? You know what? It's not a bad name. Still, that technique. Can that technique really detain a human's essence? No. That's not possible. So she's on a wild goose chase then. There are only records of such an Onmyodo technique existing. So there are records of it. Any practicum has long disappeared into the mists of time. The technique that I taught Wakamurasaki can only do that for small animals. Wait, but why didn't you tell her? Oh, that? I just wanted Wakamurasaki to help me spread a certain something around. You little devilish little schemer. Bantan Sango Detective Agency's president is currently asking someone to create a net using Kamina Onmyodo that can make people tell the truth. The long-lost Kamina Onmyodo, the Bantan Sango Detective Agency, and a net that can indeed detain the essences of small creatures. Put all three together, and you have an urban legend that both sounds impressive and that actually has a grain of truth to it. Very clever, Sango. You're very smart. And quite the detective. For most people, these urban legends are just little stories, but for criminals who already have the seed of fear in their hands, such tales are not so simple. So that's how it is. The other side of it is, well, Wakamurasaki's was starting to get on my nerves with that whole "find me the strongest Onmyodo technique ever" nonsense. I told her many, many times that such things don't exist, but she wouldn't listen, so I had no choice but to give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. What if Wakamurasaki doesn't tell anyone about this? Impossible. She couldn't keep a secret to save her life. Trust me, I know her way too well. Rip Waka. Either way, thanks for paying the trip on my behalf. Take this. Consider it payment for the errand run. Thank you. Archon, I hope she doesn't come to bother me again. I'm a detective, you know, not some Onmyoji. Onmyoji. Well, nice little distraction. Did I just hear something about Sango? Oh, there's Ryuji. You guys are gonna come with me, right? Oh, about the commission. Go talk to President Sango if it's about the commission's status. Leave the intel gathering to me. I will go where she tells me to. You can call me Takeo or Ryuji. Actually, never mind. Just call me Ryuji. Takeo is my real name, but President Sango thinks it isn't tough sounding enough, so she insists on calling me Ryuji. This does bother me, but I'll listen to her. It's a nickname then. You've probably heard about Inazuma's current situation. I am intimately involved in the Inazuma's current situation. Even the police aren't fully reliable. If President Sango's responsibility is using her wits to solve cases, then my responsibility is to support her using my physical abilities. In short, due to the changing world, things are becoming complicated. We'll have to sort them out one by one. Fair enough. Everything has its cause. And what cause brings you to Bantan Sango Detective Agency today? You aren't going to talk to me about the commission. Yeah, we'll meet again. We will. On the island, presumably. All right. Well, we're back on the island. Oh, chest. Did I get that too? Yeah, that looks like one I got. Surprised I missed that chest. Since it's so visible. Now, this is only a furnishing chest.
Gather! As you wish, main Fräulein.
Whirling snow!
You guys, would you mind hill trolls if you started carrying handguards instead of arrows and things? I would greatly appreciate it.
Today is a lucky day.
Oh. It's my wave rider. Excellent. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Here we are back on the island. I guess we'll need to head through the gates. Meet up with the others. But I think seems like you're back to square one. Nihil sub caligine or caligine novum. Pretty sure that's Latin. Yes, back to square one. As I was saying, though, I think we will continue from back to square one next time.